What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And tonight we have a special episode tonight because we have some good news from celebrity Joe Rogan on his standpoint on Bitcoin and what he has been talking about Bitcoin in one of his podcasts, and that's positive. We're going to be talking about a lot of other different stuff. We have a lot of news and different stories about the positive impact of Bitcoin. And we're going to go into my special Bitcoin pattern prediction that I've not heard anybody else talking about it. And if you've been part of the channel, you know what I'm talking about. If not, you're going to have to watch until the end to find out what this pattern is. So do me a big favor and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And if we get more than 25 viewers on at one time, we are going to do a giveaway at the end. So for the best question. So at the end, we're going to be doing that. So let me see if I can't get this live thing up here real quick. What do they call that? The overlay. There it goes. Okay, got rid of it. Now let me share my screen with you. How are you all tonight? I hope you're doing pretty well. Oh, I don't even have my phone with me. Okay. Live chat. There we go. Hey, Weeping One, Weeping Angel. So weird on my TV says this is for 2 a.m. Yeah, so it's talking about universal time. When you see that on your TV, when it says 2 a.m., it's universal time because the TVs, I don't know, mine does the same thing. It's weird. But yeah. Now, this was some interesting news. I want to get everybody over here though, because it says there's only one person watching right now. So let's get the Telegram group over here as well. So I'm going to share it there. And if you guys can do me a big favor and share this on one of your social medias, your Twitter, your Facebook, or whatever, even if you don't have that many followers, it really helps even more if you do have a lot of followers. But yeah, your Facebooks, even Discord, my Discord, even my Telegram, whatever, guys, just share it. Let's get it shared, like even to your clipboard. Copy it everywhere, guys. It counts each time. I don't know, maybe once per person, but maybe if you do it a bunch of times, I don't know. But I'm going to as well. So I'm going to send it over here to the Bitcoin group. And oh yeah, someone already did. Weeping Angel, thank you. So we can both send it over there. That's fine. Even if a third person sent it over there, that would be fine too. As long as it doesn't bug other people. We can even erase them later if we have to. No, I'm not going to say to do that. That's probably not helpful for us or YouTube. So we want to do stuff that's going to help us, because if it helps YouTube, it helps us. So if it doesn't benefit YouTube, it probably won't benefit the channel. Right? So that's the way that I'm looking at it. If it benefits YouTube, it benefits us. So I didn't read what you all were saying. So if there was a conversation in Telegram today, I haven't got to it yet, but I will. I always try to look at the communities every now and again. And a lot of you guys, you know, we have communities where you can go and talk with other people about crypto 24/7, basically. We have people from all over the world. And it's in Telegram, and it's just the Bitcoin Renegade group. And we talk about all things crypto. We just chop it up sometimes. Or if you just want to ask a question, that's the best place that you can ask, because you can get me directly or one of the other people if I'm not there. They're pretty smart as well. So let's get into the video, though. So I want to show you this, guys, now that I think we have everybody here, or at least a few of us are here. Now, before I start with the video, I do want to show you this article right here. And Joe Rogan, hold on, let me make sure. Oh, no, I didn't share my screen. Here we go. Glad I checked. Okay, now my screen is shared. Joe Rogan, I have a lot of hope for Bitcoin. The podcaster interviewed Adam Curry on January 8th in his podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience. Joe Rogan said in his podcast, well, let's see. Let's go there and what he said. It says something.
Let's listen. The money system is broken. It causes the inflation. It causes...
Hold on. Shout out to Calvin Weeble for this video. And we're going to give him a like there too. So let's watch.
The misery, it causes wars because it's linked to oil, so we have to go protect all that shit. It's fucked up. The dollar, I love America.
I guess that's why live streams suck. Yeah, we're probably not going to be able to monetize this now. I didn't know there was swearing in it. I didn't even watch this. I wish I could do some sort of you know what I mean, censored version. Dang, dude. Thanks for telling me that it was explicit lyrics. Dang it, dude. I don't know what to do. Should we watch it? I mean, it's already done now. It already said, but I don't really want to keep going.
God, we used to have our own. The banks would create dollars. They were promissory notes until this Federal Reserve Act came into play. It was a takeover. That's what Kennedy was talking about. The power that is unspoken by man. It's this banking system. If we continue to be in that, we're just fucked.
Yeah, and I have a lot of hope for cryptocurrencies. I really do. I don't know too much about them, but Bitcoin seems to be the one, and the Ethereum, the ones that the people who are in the know talk about the most. And my point is that what we're seeing right now, it's either going to go one way or the other. It's either going to fall apart completely, or we're going to use this as an opportunity to right the ship and come up with a better way to live our lives. It's going to be one or the other.
Now, Joerogan has talked about Bitcoin.
Okay, so that's all I wanted to do. Sorry about the language. This is a family-friendly show. But yeah, that's really good news, guys, that, you know, a lot of people are bullish. That is super bullish. A lot of hope for Bitcoin. And, you know, before I don't know if he was pro or con for Bitcoin, but now he definitely is pro. So that's good news, guys. So, yeah, I don't know if they're going to demonetize us for that because they might. I don't know. It says that you can't say it at the beginning of the video. I didn't know that was in there. I apologize. Hopefully they don't demonetize us, but they might. We might not get demonetized this video, which is unfortunate because this was going to be a good one. But Bitcoin is sitting at 42,000. Which is back up from 41,000 like we were before. But if you guys realize what we're doing, we are basically following the same exact pattern. Like I said, I'm going to leave this right here because this is what I think is going to happen. And hopefully, hold on, I need to put it at the right date too. So actually, we're going to recreate this and then actual form of what I think is going to happen on the dates. So if we are correct, let me see, it started May 20th. And it ended July 20th. So May, June, July. So technically that was only 2 months. Wait, May 20th to July 20th is 2 months. May, 1 month is June 20th, 2 months. So it wasn't a 3-month bear market. It was a 2-month bear market. And there was a month in August, I guess, on our way up that you could have still said we didn't really break, you know, the resistance because we got up here before, right here, remember? And then it broke down even more. So technically we broke out over here, you know, from where we were. So technically, yes, you could say it was 3 months, you know, August something, you know, before, but technically 2 months is right here. So we're going to actually call 2 months. So let's go right here. So we are, what is that, December 4th that happened? That looks like around December 4th to me. Okay, December 4th. So 1 month would be January 4th. Okay, that's 1 month. So now we need to go one more month, which would be February 4th. So that's where I'm going to go now, February 4th. All right. So we're right here, January 20th. And then we're probably going to go up a little bit, the 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30, 1, 4. Boom. Okay, dang it. I had it perfect. Why did I do that? Dang it. I got a little exaggerative for a second. Dang it, I had it that was actually really good how I wanted it to. Dang it. That was fun though. Oh well. So we got to about the 29th, right? And then we started going down. Yeah, there we go. Then the 4th. So then it would go probably a little bit like this and follow it up to the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, probably 14th. Oh, too high, but okay. And then probably down again. And then up from there. So, but that's what I think it's going to look like, guys. And, or it could just go down the whole time instead. So that is definitely a possibility. Instead of going up like that, it just continues to go down until the 4th, and then the same thing. So I'm going to leave both of these scenarios down here because I think they are both very, very possible. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that this is happening once again. And it's almost the exact same thing that happened if you really look close. And I want to talk about this hopefully on the Crypto Wendy O show, because this is my the pattern that I'm really thinking is going to thrive. And I'd really like to see what she's really smart. So I really am good at charts, like way better than I am. But I'd really like to hear her opinion on this and see what she thinks about it, because I haven't heard anybody chime in about it or talk about it. So I don't, and my channel is fairly small, so who knows if they've even heard about what I'm talking about. So unfortunately, that's the problem with having a small channel, even though I have big information that probably a lot of people should hear. This pattern right here, especially what if it plays out exactly? This could make a lot of people a lot of money. If it breaks out of the 2-month cycle and it doesn't go up, then that's going to invalidate this right then. So if it doesn't happen by February 4th, then we will know, that it's invalidated. But for right now, it's basically exactly the same thing as what happened before. So that's what I'm really looking for in the next coming days. And, if this does happen the way that I'm saying, then we are going to have a prolonged cycle. And then if this is true, then lengthening cycles are not proven, but they are more, the argument actually leans to the favor of lengthening cycles, because this is a 2-month lengthening, or you could say 3 months. So that's why I always say 3 months. Because I can count this little hump too right here, and dip, back under the 40,000 again. So maybe it is 3 months. But for this pattern, it's only going to be the 2 months. So I'm glad I looked at this more. I don't know why I kept saying 3 months. But yeah, no, this pattern is a 2-month pattern, the one that I'm talking about from here. December 4th to February 4th. So let's keep an eye on that. I hope you're excited as I am about this, guys. I want you guys to let me know, because this is important. And a lot of people are going to read the comments, and I'll figure out why we don't get as many comments sometimes when the people that comment or going to look and they look at the other comments that are in there. So when I encourage you, I really hope the inner council will step up. The inner circle people now, I guess it's not really an inner council anymore. But my inner group of people, if they, answer these questions that I'm doing, and then other people will see, they'll be like, yeah. And then more people interact. And that's kind of what our channel is about. And I want to go back to that, guys. I'm not putting the responsibility all on you guys or my inner council. But I think we can do it together as long as I call you to action. And remember when we did the logo contest, I was telling you guys about that stuff, and I kind of want to get back to that, guys. So that's what we're going to do. Let's move on. Technical indicator points to Bitcoin price bounce. So not only is my theory that we are going to have a price bounce after a further pullback, and the technical indicator points to it. So a lot of the indicators are pointing to the opposite, actually. But The impending bearish moving average crossover on the weekly chart has proven to be a contrary indicator in the past. So that's what they're saying. It's contrary. So instead of it being bad, it's good. Or instead of being, well, yeah, if it's a bearish moving average crossover, that would be bearish, right? And so contrary would mean bullish. That's what I get out of that. A bearish moving average contrary, which is bullish, obviously. So that's good. And then it shows you the chart where all of it is, the interim bounce after a bear cross in mid-June 2018. Then you see we did go up right here before a pullback, then an interim bounce, and again up before a pullback, and then a major bottom after bear cross in second half of March 2020. The 50-week moving average, the 10-week moving average, and then the impending bear cross right here. So every time we had an interim or interim bounce after bear cross, so yeah, there's a bounce, but then a dip. So that's exactly in line with what's going to happen if my pattern plays out. So every indicator that I am looking at is telling me my pattern is true, that lengthening cycles, or if not lengthening cycles, at least this one pattern is true. I can't say everything for lengthening cycles, but it does kind of provide a favor of that. But look at this, impending bear cross, it always leads to an up. Always leads to an up, even if it is followed by a down. So we might go up and then have another pullback down before our ultimate move to the upside. And that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. We have an impending up, and then, you know, by February 4th, so everything is pointing towards that. We'll see. Now, Algorand, I definitely want to talk about this because yeah, we got through all the Bitcoin stuff in 20 minutes. I was hoping to make Bitcoin last a little longer than that. I love talking about Bitcoin, but I cannot get people. I think there is some sort of a copyright for YouTubers using Bitcoin. There's this thing called the hard skill in the search engine optimization, which there's words that are they're really good, but they're super saturated and you can't get any love from them, basically. And Bitcoin is the biggest one. Like, there is no love in the Bitcoin area. All you can do is get your friends, family, subscribers to watch them, because anything else, you're not going to get anybody on YouTube. For some reason, it's done. Like, there's no room for Bitcoin anymore. I don't know how George did it, because it's 100% hard in the search engine optimization. I don't know how Crypto did it. Maybe they're using their wealth to make sure that none of us can do that. Or maybe not. Maybe that's just the algorithm. I don't know. But guys, I don't know. There's too much unknown to say that. But for right now, that's why you see me do Bitcoin and other videos, because go look at my past Bitcoin videos. They get at least half of what my other videos normally get, which I'm not complaining. That's just the way that it is. I'm just making a point to you guys. Of course, I do that a lot. Let me go get something to drink. Oh, never mind. I was prepared. All right. Hey, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that's here and watching tonight. I hope you are having a good start to your new year. I hope your New Year's resolutions are coming across all right. Mine is pretty good so far, and that is to be happier. My New Year's resolution is just to be happier and be more thankful for things, because I think we all lack a little bit of thankfulness in our life. So I'm trying to be a lot more thankful this year. So I hope you guys have a good goal for yourselves that you set. I think it's important to push ourselves and have goals and obtain not only goals like that are, I want like a Ferrari, but obtainable goals. Like, yeah, you want a Ferrari, but you have to have step-by-step process to get to that Ferrari, right? So if you have goals, yes, your end goal is the Ferrari, but you got to have like 2, 3, 4, 5 goals before that to get there, because sometimes, you know, you can't just go out and buy a Ferrari from a normal job. So you definitely can be an entrepreneur and earn enough money for that, but it's just a process like anything, and it's all about what you put into it, you know, in your mindset, because you can have lots of difficulties, but it's all of how you persevere through them. So that's what I've noticed in this crypto YouTuber deal, or in crypto in general, really, just all of it. And you can thrive. You don't have to just survive in this world. You can thrive, guys. And that's what I'm showing you. And that's what I am, you know, advocating for, is you to thrive. And we teach you how to do that here on this channel. And if you want to thrive, then just pay attention. Don't just take anybody's word for it. Always test the waters for yourself. Only do what works good for you. You'll know. And if you don't, meet with somebody, learn, study. I learned all on my own, guys. Like, nobody taught me. I didn't have a crypto mentor. I've actually been crypto mentors for other people because I learned by myself. Not saying I wouldn't want one and don't need one and like would accept one, but you know, for now, I've just learned everything by myself. And so I think that's really important, to have that friend in your life that knows crypto, or knows more than you, or at least as much as you, or, you know, at least somewhat as much as you. I think that's really important. And if you don't have a friend that's in crypto, find one, you know, because that way, when you're going through like an emotion, like you're not supposed to, but it happens. Like if you're going through an emotional thing with your crypto, even though you should separate your emotions, but I'm saying it happens, right? We're human. So something happens, you lose some money, you know, you could have your friend that might be going through the similar thing, or has been through it, and it makes it a lot easier. I've noticed that is why you saw me in the beginning of my crypto journey saying buying crypto with a friend is better, just because it makes it that much less emotional. Because you like dieting with somebody, you know, it's like holding each other accountable. You can't sell unless I sell. If you sell, you know, and it works out cool like that sometimes, and not always. I'm not saying like two people that don't know what they're doing buy a bunch of crypto, you know, but like if you know what you're doing, two people, yeah, you could buy crypto and make money together. So just find somebody, you know, even if you're not buying crypto together, talk crypto, you know, ask what they're getting. You know, without being like, tell me all your finances, you know, but like you can be like, hey, what are you holding? You know, like what have you made a profit with? You don't have to ask them what they're holding. Just be like, what have you made a profit with? You know, like that's why I can't wait for meetups in my area in Seattle, or, you know, if things calm down in the world, I could probably travel. I could probably travel now, but yeah, I know there's stuff going on in Miami, but that's on the other side of the country. So bring it to the West Coast, guys. Come on. What about us West Coast crypto? I know a lot of my subscribers. I know Weepin' One is on the East Coast. I forget where King Love is from. Yeah, I forget. Oh, he's from the East Coast too. So they're both East Coast. Yeah, you guys, and then Tim, I think he's from the other side of the world. I'm not sure where Tim's from, but okay, let's go into this right here. Sorry, I know we got a little bit off track, but I just wanted to encourage you to find a crypto buddy for real, because it's important to be able to discuss things with people in real life, not just on the internet. You know, someone you can like really trust. And not that you can't trust people on the internet, because I've actually made some really good friends on the internet. It's just, you know, it's better to make a real life friend with crypto. So we have a descending wedge right here. It broke out and then went back under again, and is just kind of sitting in there now. And it looks like, yeah, we were going to start going up right here, it looked like. So what happened, I don't know, but it does look like we're still going to go up. So there is resistance right there, though. Let's look at the EMAs. Gosh, that just got boring, guys. I don't want this to get boring and tedious. because we do this a lot and I don't want to just do TA all the time. So that's why I have a lot of news in this. And if you guys rather do news and stuff, we can do that. It's just whatever you prefer. You guys got to let me know in the comments though, because that's how I interact with you guys and I know what you want. So, and I don't mind if there's something that you guys like or you picture for the channel, let me know, guys, because I am more than willing, to jump through hoops and stuff, metaphorically, not literally. Well, I mean, if you have some hoops, you can send them over here, and I mean, we could do some jumping, but I don't think that'll get too many views. I don't know. What do you guys think? But let's see here. Yeah, we're under all the ribbons. That's why Algorand right now is bedrock, and I'm purchasing it like it's candy, like it's going out of style. I'm literally buying every extra, couple bucks that I have is going into Algorand right now. And there's a reason for that, because $500 million just went into it before the Bitcoin dump that we had. Now, if we were in the 30 to 40,000s, I might be a little more worried than I am. But I don't understand how people are really thinking that we're in a legit bear market at $42,000 Bitcoin. If you remember in 2019 and even part of 2020, Bitcoin was at from $3,000 to $10,000. So us being up $42,000, that is, our new bear market now. If that's the case, then I mean, yeah, life's good. Life's good in Bitcoin, right? So we do have an actual bigger pattern here. Which is, it's kind of the same thing though. I don't know, where would I do it? Probably right here. Yeah. I don't know that that's right. I mean, I guess you could put it right there. That does look a little, but then, yeah, that's a breakdown of that. So I'm not sure on this one. It does look like, yeah, it's a descending wedge right there. But it also looks like if you do it right here, which is also possible, then that's a falling wedge, which is a lot better than a descending wedge. But this one also broke to the downside. So, or actually it's right on it. Well, right under it. So yeah, actually it's toast no matter what. It looks like it's going down, but as you see, the wicks are saying it's going back up. So maybe this level of support will hold, because there is support right here. Whether I have these lines right or not is irrelevant to that. So let's look at the 4 hour. And oh, yuck. See, I'm not a big TA guy. Everything is self-taught, guys. So I'm normally pretty good at guessing and looking at everything. And even before I could read the charts, I was making tons of money in crypto just with my brain. I don't know, I'm not really counting cards or anything, but I'm just naturally gifted at crypto. I've made basically a profit every single time that I've bought in. I'm not bragging. I'm just stating the fact that I'm really good at this, and that's why I'm doing it, and it's fun. So that's very rare in your life, and that's why I'm clinging to this so much. And I feel blessed as well. I feel like God is leading me and that he led me here, and that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I feel good about it. And I feel like, for the first time in a long time, I'm doing what, God wants me to be doing with my life. And it isn't necessarily what I'm doing, it's that I'm doing something so positive, and that I'm putting so much time and effort and energy, and I'm succeeding, and it's making me a better person for it. And that's my goal, not only to teach you guys, but to become a better person myself. and to learn from my mistakes and try to teach you guys. That's one thing I heard George from Cryptos R Us saying earlier, and that's why I comment back on him, because some of the stuff he says, resonates with me a little bit, especially Crypto Wendy really resonates with me the most because of her story and who she is. But George, just with the way he thinks of crypto, and there's just some really good people in crypto. So, and I look up to these people. They're like, my mentors. I don't have idols. I don't believe in having an idol, but I do have a real belief on looking up to talented individuals, male or female, as somebody that I want to be like, or emulate, so and those are the kind of people I want to be like, and so I hope it shows in my videos that I am not copying anybody. I have my own style, but they've taught me a lot. I watch their shows, I learn from them, and I try to use it in my channel without like stealing their stuff, but making it my own. You know what I mean? And like, I watch their stuff, I try to do it after my videos. So, I make my stuff and do it my own. I never copy people, never. Like, I don't believe in that. Sometimes I'll use like a thumbnail that I find somewhere and put it together. But most of the time, if I know somebody else's work, I give credit for it because I think that's super important. So anyway, Algorand is going to probably have a little bit of trouble right now until we come out of whatever we are doing with Bitcoin. And I think it's going to happen within the next, 14 days, about the next 2 weeks. And we're going to have our answer. That's not very long. I thought it was a month. It's about 2 weeks. Let's look at the exact date to be exact. So, or exactly how many days I should say. So we're at the 18th. Okay, it's not, why did I think it was the 20th? Anyways, so February 4th, that is 1 week, 2 weeks, 1, 2, 3 days. So we're talking 17 days from now, and we are going to know what's going to happen in 17 days. So let's go in and look at teasers, little Caesars and teasers, little Tezos, everybody freezos, little Tezos, Mr. Freezos, Mr. Tezos. DJ Tezos in the house. DJ Tezos. Ooh. 7:59 to 4:03. Yikes. Yikes. Ooh, this is definitely a descending wedge. This is jinkies. Daphne, jinkies. A descending triangle, but it's at an angle, so what the freaking heck? Oh, maybe right there. Yep. Oh, I knew it. If this breaks to the downside, ooh-wee. We're going to see teasers go all the way down to $2.100. So that would be $3. $2.100. I have no clue why I said that, but that was pretty funny. $2.100 is actually just a guess. I don't know. 320 something is the bottom of the thing right here. So we actually might, maybe I was just kidding about that. But before Bitcoin goes back up, we might actually go down and test that level again. I'm telling you, it's going to get a little bit worse before it gets better, especially in the scenario that I'm saying. If you remember before the last massive breakout that we had in Bitcoin back here, whoops. If you remember that, it went down, I think almost lower and closed lower than all the other ones. Yeah, they wicked down a little bit further, I think right here, but then it went down here and it closed the lowest that had been. And that's why we're a little worried because, yeah, it wicked down here, but always went back up, right? And then now we're down here, and people, I guarantee you, people were selling right here, right before the bounce. And then as soon as they sold, it started to go back up, and ooh-wee. So, and then as you see, we broke through all the bands right here. And when we broke that band, bloop, right to the next one, broke it up, and then instead of resistance, support now, support, oh, resistance, oh, resistance. Okay, broke out, yay. Support all the way up. So as you see, we are due for an up now, guys. That's just, I mean, I'm looking at this, and even without this 2-month pattern before, when I just look at this in my brain and just let my brain take over, like, I don't know if you guys ever do that, and you just look at patterns with your brain, like your subconscious, like you just kind of just look at it and you don't think with your, you know, your conscious brain, and you really just look at it, you can start to see a real pattern. I don't know what that is, but I can really see that we're going to have an uptrend is what it looks like to me, and just by looking at it. I know that's weird. I've always been really good at reading patterns. That might not be true, but it's actually worked for me a lot before. So, and I'm the one who actually said that we're going to go back up from here, that the bull market was not over. That the only way I would concede is if we broke below the 28.8 and kept going down. Other than that, I said the bull market is absolutely not over. Go back and look at my videos from July 20th and before. You can go see that. I'm not even joking. I was telling you guys that it's not over, and I'm doing it again. And I have been right so many times. If you follow the channel, I'm not being smug. I'm just letting you know that I am. I do have credentials that are like on par. I don't just spout off at the mouth. I really take time and educate myself for these videos for you guys. When I'm really telling you these things, I believe them, and I've studied them, and I've researched it. And I know you don't have the time to do that, you know, as much as I did. So I'm showing it, and then you have to make your decision on what you think, just like we all do. Is this going to happen? Well, I mean, we can only speculate at this point, but it's either yes or no. You think it's going to happen or you don't. And so then if you think it's going to happen, you start either accumulating your money, or you wait for that, you know, dip down to 20 or 39 or 38. It might even go to 37 before up, but I doubt it. I hope it only goes to, this one went to like 29, I think 28 something, and then up. So, and now this is the case between 30 and 40, or 40 and 50. This was 30 and 40. We were between 30 and 40 the whole time, like 41 tops, you know, and then down 28, you know, basically between 30 and 40 though. And then boom, we broke out. Now we're between 40 and 50 in the next bear market type deal for 2 months. So that shows me lengthening cycles. It got pushed down. I don't want to talk about this too much because I don't know if we're going to talk about it Friday or not. So I really want to have something cool to talk about with Wendy. So I am so excited. I know I was nervous before, but I'm more excited now than I am nervous. But still a little bit nervous. I'm not going to lie. This is huge. It's been a dream of mine. I never thought she was actually going to let me come on her show. Like I hoped, and I wanted it. And yeah, she has Influencer Fridays, and she really helps the little YouTuber. And like, I respected her even before I knew that. So I just have a pretty good judge of character, and she's good people. I'm telling you. So I vouch for her. Not that that means a whole lot unless you know me, but if you know me, it means a lot. First mover Asia, Fed tightening, economic woes continue to spook crypto investors. So this is the thing, everybody's getting spooked. This is exactly on par with my, with everything I'm saying. So yes, all this FUD, yes, this is right on par with it. Yeah, they're keeping the market down. Good job, guys. And they're going to continue to do it for probably another 2 weeks or so until it's, I don't know what the reason why they do it. But I know that it happens, and I know, well, I do actually, and I think it's lengthening cycles, but that's just my theory, you know. This is all just a theory, but I'm going to prove my hypothesis. I'm serious. We're going to see. I mean, in 17 days, whether I'm right or wrong, but everything, even with this spooking crypto investors, actually, let's go look at the Fear and Greed Index. Sorry, we forgot to do that. Fear and Greed Index, Bitcoin. Let's go check what that is. It's probably going to be super high right now. Or I mean super low, which is high. Okay, 24, not too bad. We are still in extreme fear. I believe anything over 30, 30 is just fear. So we're actually not doing too bad in the area it's basically the reason it's not more fear, because everybody's just sitting on their Bitcoin right now. Nobody's actually panic selling. So I'm really proud of you guys. I just want to say that for a minute. I'm proud of if you didn't sell your Bitcoin yet, and you're holding and you're making money, or you're, putting it in at a stable coin at like 68,000, and then you're buying back in, at these 42,000s, or whatever you're doing, however, you're making crypto, or if you're just hodling. I'm proud of you guys. And I just want to take a minute to recognize that if you guys are making money, it isn't easy, fighting those emotions, holding through losses. But if you do it, congratulations, guys. You figured it out. And what the richest people say it the best. And I listen to their little quotes, and it's kind of condescending, but it does tell the truth, right? And I guess that's what a lot of condescension does, is it tells the truth in a condescending way, right? So what he says is basically, the stock market, or you could even apply it to cryptocurrency, is money moving from the impatient to the patient, right? So like Michael Saylor says, anybody who has held Bitcoin for 4 years or more has never lost money. They've always made money, because it has continually gone up for every 4 years. So when you say moving money from the patient, or the impatient to the patient, that's what that means. The people who sell in 1 year compared to the 4 year, okay, you might make $1,000 in 1 year, but you probably would have made $100,000 in 4 years. That's the difference. And that's what I'm trying to advocate for long-term crypto holding. Yes, have your short-term bags, make your money, but have your long-term crypto holds, guys. Your Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. If Bitcoin goes, everything goes, just to let you know. So if you're going to put, your faith in any Bitcoin, well, I don't say faith. I only have my faith in one, and that's God. But if you put your trust in it, I would say, you think that it is going to succeed, and then you hold and you make money, and you decide how much you're going to make. That's the cool thing about Bitcoin, is you can decide how much money you're going to make. And it's just like those lockup periods that you see, that's like, okay, if you want to hold this period in yield farming and I'm not saying yield farming, this is just, an example. So if you hold your Bitcoin in yield farming for 8 years, you will get, you'll turn your $2,000 in Bitcoin into $8,000 in Bitcoin in 10 years, right? Well, it's the same thing with buying Bitcoin and just holding it. If you did that from 8 years ago, you would be so stinking filthy rich that you wouldn't know what to do with all your money. If you bought, $2,000 worth of Bitcoin 8 years ago, I don't even know how many Bitcoin that would have been. I mean, we could find out that. Let's do it. That sounds fun. How much was the price of Bitcoin 8 years ago? Which would be, it's 2022, so that would be what, 2014? Yeah, 2014. Okay. What was the price of Bitcoin in 2014? Okay. $320. We'll go with $320. So that means if you had $2,000, you would have had 8 Bitcoin. About 8 Bitcoin. 8 times 3 is 24. Okay, so you would have 6.5 Bitcoin. You would have 6.5 Bitcoin. So right now, 6.5 Bitcoin times $40,000 is $240,000. So if you spent $2,000 on Bitcoin, 8 years ago, you would now have $250,000, $240,000 for $2,000 in 8 years. So that now, if you do the same thing right now, you buy, say, one full Bitcoin at 42,000. Well, in 8 years from now, it's probably going to be at 420,000. So your 42,000 turns into $420,000, and then you hold it for even longer. So yeah, that's the case, and that's what the smart people do, is they hold it for longer. That's why Michael Saylor said, I'm never selling it. And he didn't mean he's never selling it. He means he's not going to sell it till it's 20, 30, 40, 100x, and it will. Just how long, when, and then he might not even sell it still. Some people don't give up, right? So that's the fear and greed index. Let's see, this is another good thing about Bitcoin right now. UFC champ Francis Ngannou teams with Cash App to take winnings in Bitcoin. Jeez. So everybody's taking their money in Bitcoin, guys. Why? Okay, if the market's going to crash, why would the heavyweight champ take his money in Bitcoin? Right? Obviously, there's people that know stuff that we don't. Why is Michael Saylor buying at $40-some thousand if we're going to be at a dump right now? If we're going down to 20,000, why wouldn't he just wait? The rich people know more than we. And if they're starting to panic and they're starting to move their Bitcoin, or, not buying, they're selling their stuff, then yes, that's what we do. But when they're constantly buying at 40,000 and above, I'm not worried, guys. I'm not worried at all. And that's why another reason I really think this is going to play out like this. I mean, I am like 93% certain of it right now. So the other 7% is just, anything can happen. But I'm so sure about this. And I hope that's just me. I'm not telling you to be that sure about it, guys. Not at all. Don't be as sure as I am, please. I want you to be skeptical. That'll keep you safe. I'm just doing it because I believe it. Now, if you believe it, that's a different story, but I believe it. I do. I believe that we're going up, and I'm gonna put my money on it. I'm gonna put my money where my mouth is about it. So he's doing it. Why am I not doing it? This guy's a heavyweight champ. He makes money. Why wouldn't I want to do the same thing this man's doing? Right? Now, if someone was broke and not making money and not making good decisions, and they told me to buy Bitcoin, then why would I listen to them, right? But this guy is not doing that. He's making good decisions. And obviously, when people that make good decisions make these decisions, okay, let's look at another thing. Let's look at all of the people who were against Bitcoin in 2020 and 2019 that have now come over to the Bitcoin side, right? Look at your Kevin O'Leary's from Shark Tank. Look at your Mark Cubans. I remember having a conversation with my friends last year and telling them, I said, we need a few key people on our side to take over Bitcoin, to actually have Bitcoin move from 10,000 and actually be a big named asset. And I said, you know who those people are? I said, Jeff Bezos. I was wrong on that one. He didn't. I said Elon Musk. I said, who else did I say? Come on. Mark Cuban, duh. And I didn't say Kevin O'Leary. I didn't know about him. But I said Jeff Bezos, Mark Cuban, Elon Musk. And anybody who knows me knows that I was talking about that. And two of the three I ended up getting in Bitcoin and changing the game forever, right? Tesla, Elon Musk. I said we need Elon, man. We need Elon, and he's always been the Doge father, right? Or not always, but for a little while, and we needed him over on the Bitcoin side. And he wasn't even always on Doge. I don't know. Maybe he was. I just remember hearing Doge father, and then slowly he warmed up to Bitcoin. I remember hearing Mark Cuban give me his reason why he didn't believe in Bitcoin. And he said, you want me to tell? I'll tell you the exact reason what Mark Cuban said. And it was a good reason, but not really a good, it was a good reason, but it could be overlooked. Okay. Well, I mean, let you judge for yourself. Listen to it. And what he said is, okay, now, if you have Bitcoin and you need a legal tender like a dollar as an intermediary for that Bitcoin, then it's worthless to me, he said, basically. He's like, if you need no, I don't think he said it's worth this. I think he said, I don't see the value in it unless, you don't need the intermediary like the dollar, in order to spend it. If you could just spend the Bitcoin, if you could just interact with the Bitcoin, and now that's actually able to happen with smart contracts, with DeFi, and with a lot of other stuff, the Bitcoin ATMs and all of that stuff. Yes, you still do interact with the dollar in a lot of it, but some, they're getting their paychecks in Bitcoin. So you're going to be able to buy stuff in Bitcoin, and then that problem doesn't exist anymore. You don't have to go straight to another currency. You can buy and sell with Bitcoin. So I don't know what changed Mark Cuban's mind. You can go look it up. Look up what I said. Just say Mark Cuban talking about Bitcoin not being useful if it doesn't have a dollar as an intermediary. Type that up and I guarantee you'll find the video where he talks about that. And then now he changed his mind. He's one of the biggest advocates for DeFi. And, he had that rug pull that happened to him, which is unfortunate. We don't want the billionaires to get upset and lose a lot of money because then they turn on us. But luckily he didn't. Mark seems like a good man. So I'm happy about that. Okay. So I just thought, that was interesting, guys. And I didn't even know I was going to talk about that tonight. That just kind of came up. Most good things do. So as you see, yeah, they're trying to spook investors. I think that's about all we got. So there was I had this just to see if there was anything maybe you guys wanted to see on here. So I'm going to go into the chat right now, guys. If you haven't, please consider smashing that like button. Subscribe to the channel because we're going for our 2,000 subscriber milestone, and we are just about there. We have a little over 1,840 subscribers right now, and so we only need less than 160 to reach our goal of 2,000. Then we're going to be doing a $50 crypto giveaway to celebrate the community. So I would like you guys to be a part of that. So all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and be active to be eligible for these giveaways. I'm not 100% sure what we're doing with this $50 one, if it's just going to be for the inner council or not, but we will figure that out within the next couple of weeks. So what is everybody doing? Okay. Yeah, it says you're allowed a couple of swears. Wait, where did that go? Well, I want to see what she was saying. Dude, don't talk for a second so I can read this. Super chat is where the money is. Yeah, they do demonetize for sure. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I could bleep it out and repost it. Yeah, but you have to repost the whole thing and it takes like 10 hours. But we might. I don't know. It depends. This is a pretty good stream, but I don't want to do all that. We're not doing too well in the views like live, but they do good in the views afterwards. Yeah. So we're going to do really good after we're on the Crypto Wendy show because we'll get eyes on us, I just I don't want to bring any negativity to her show, so I just hope people don't mention my teeth and I don't care about me. I just don't want it to. And that's the only thing I worry about being on her show is some negative people. She. Yeah, I just kind of worry about some negativity. I'm just gonna, go there, have a good live one of my dreams and have fun. So that's what I want to do. And I just really thank her. Shout out to Wendy, for this, taking a chance on my little small channel. The only one who ever did that before was Definity, and shout out to them for taking a chance on us. That's a big company, Definity. I was praying and hoping the whole time. When they actually approved me, I was shocked. I thought we deserved it. But a lot of opportunities don't go my way in my life. I'm used to, but I never give up. That's the thing. Even though things don't go my way, I don't give up. And I think that's why I've ended up succeeding with a lot that I'm doing is because I don't give up, and I preach a message of not giving up. And if I gave up, I wouldn't have seen my daughter again after 16 years of not giving up. And it destroyed me inside for a long time. And so yeah, finally getting back in her life, it's like a weight had been lifted off of me. There was these songs that I used to listen to that just hurt so bad, like because they're about your daughter. And now when I listen to them, like the healing that has happened, it makes it so different, because if you don't know, my daughter was adopted when she was like a year and a half because of her mother getting in trouble. And I was in a different state, and they put an ad in the paper, and they didn't know where I was, supposedly, even though I was working 2 jobs over the table. They said they didn't know where I was. So they terminated my rights in 30 days, even though I had summer visitations and it wasn't even summertime. I had called every week and was talking to my daughter every Friday. And then my ex-wife disappeared, didn't answer Friday. It was getting to be my month to take her for the summer, and no call, nothing. Like a month and a half later, I finally get a hold of her. I'm in Oregon. This is in Wyoming where she's at. And then she's like, oh, I got our daughter taken away. And then I contact DFS after that, and they're like, well, we terminated your rights because you didn't get in contact with us within 30 days. So that ended up losing my rights to my child, and she got adopted because of that. And so, yeah, that was hard for me to deal with a lot. And I turned to drugs for a long time. And I didn't care about anything, and then I found God and I got clean. I never gave up. And then I just tried contacting the adopted parents all the time, as much as I could. I would call DFS. I would call anybody I could to try to get a hold of them. And finally, when she turned 12, I was like, this is it. I'm not doing this anymore. I said, if they don't answer, I said, I just can't keep doing this. It's too hard. And so I was like, all right, I'm going to reach out on social media. My sister told me, she's like, this is the family. They're on social media, whatever. And so I reached out last time. I'm like, God, man, if they don't reach out, if they don't answer this time, I'm done. I can't, it's been 12 years. Or however long it had been, she's 12 then. And finally they answered, and I started building a relationship with the adopted family. And that took a long time because I guess my ex-wife, this is another thing, my ex-wife started seeing, my daughter again with the foster family, now the adopted family. But then she ruined it. She got in trouble with them and didn't show up or would come high or whatever the reason was, and then it ruined it for when I, finally got there when she was 12. They didn't trust, me. And well, they didn't really know me either. All they knew is, my past and my story, and, they were keeping her safe. And I didn't understand it a lot at the time. And I thought it was unfair, but I see the way she turned out, and they are such good Christian people. She was never abused. They were great people. Everything that a dad could wish for. My daughter is just so amazing. She's going to be 18 in February, and I'm starting to build a relationship with her. I saw her for the first time after all of those years, July 4th of this year. I drove to Portland. We met in Portland, and best day of my life, besides the day she was born. So, yeah. And now we talk a lot on Zoom, and but yeah, she's just awesome. She sends me dance videos. I have tons of pictures and stuff, and the adopted family doesn't want me to show pictures, so that's why I respect their wishes on here. This is a public YouTube channel, but I love my daughter so much. That's why I show her painting, because that's what I can show up here, and I respect their wishes, man. That's my daughter, and the cool thing is her adopted sister was a famous country singer and did really good on YouTube. She got she was singing Lemonade Head off of Disney. I think that, led her to 100,000 views on a video, and then she started singing Christian songs after that, and it was pretty cool. So Serenity, my daughter, got to travel around to Christian festivals with her older sister that is a Christian singer, and get to go to these festivals and see like Lauren Daigle and all of those Christian singers, and just she's had a good life, and she turned out to be an awesome human being that I am so proud of, and the best thing I've ever done in my life, man. So she looks a lot like me, but a lot better looking, of course, and feminine. So, but she has my hair. Her mom has definitely blonder hair, and her biological mom, and all the other kids her biological mom had after are all blonde. So, and Serenity, my daughter is of course dark haired like me. So, yeah. Anyways, I thought I would share that with you guys because I don't think I ever told you that part of my story. And I got clean, and crypto's been one of the things. I had migraines really bad after I quit using, and so that I had to heal from that, and then finally just out of nowhere they just went away, and over time. And it was after I quit smoking cigarettes, actually. I'm not gonna lie. It might have, God might have healed me, or it might have been the cigarettes, or I don't know what it was, but I quit smoking cigarettes about a year ago, and that's when my migraines really stopped, and that's when I've started to go back to work now, and and now I'm in crypto, and I'm starting to make money. I got a sponsor from Definity on some videos, and I'm looking for more sponsors, and we're going to be on the Crypto Wendy show, and things are looking up, and I hope my daughter's proud of me. That's the biggest thing that I'm looking for, is to make her proud. So all right, guys, that being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bang!